II, serving in the Army, was commissioned a second lieutenant to fly the P47. We went to Baton Rouge, crossed the ocean on a boat as replacement pilots. We flew about 30 missions with the 8th Air Force. I went across the channel on a LST and walked ashore at Omaha Beach, flying missions at St. Trond, Belgium. A total of 93 missions. Because I wanted to fly airplanes, and it was the only way you could learn to fly airplanes without it costing you a lot. The average combat life of a fighter-bomber pilot was 5 missions. I had 150 pilots, then there must have been 300 or 400 that were killed. Well, the P-47 was originally built for the Air Corps as a high-altitude fighter to fight in the area from 30,000 to 40,000 feet. That it reversed duties. The 47 could take a lot of punishment, and it had a lot of speed going down. So it wound up being the low-altitude fighter-bomber. Most of the missions we went in at 10,000 feet, because if you pull the power off at that speed, the P-47 will tumble and break up in the air. Altitude, the speed of sound speeds up. Sound at 30,000 feet is what, 500 miles an hour. Down on sea level, it's 720 miles per hour. So you wait till you're down about 10,000 feet of trim. But you roll it in the elevator because you're not going to pull out with the stick. The stick is locked. As you get lower and the speed of sound begins to break apart because you're not going that fast, and this is the compressibility will stop, and you slowly make a long, low approach, and if you're lucky, you come out. One dive I was in, I twisted the tail about 15 degrees. We had no dive brakes. Yes, we had an engine supercharger in the engine, and then in addition, we had the big afterburner supercharger in the back. Remember getting 64 inches of mercury with the supercharger. Yeah, and if you're in combat too, when they start, you know, when they're shooting at you, you want all the power you can get and all the speed. 425 miles an hour, flat and level, water injection. We were not fast enough to catch the buzz bombs, but we had a theory that we could do and catch them. What we would do is one guy would stay down at the level they were coming across at, and I'm going to say 3,000, maybe something like that, and he would spot the buzz bomb in the direction it was and get over behind it. You couldn't catch it. It was going faster than that. The guy up at 10,000 or 15,000 would put the nose down. We'd fly down alongside of the wing of the buzz bomb, and you'd lift the buzz bomb's wing, and it would tumble the gyros, and it would go in. They made us stop doing that because we were tumbling too many buzz bombs into the British and the Canadian troops in Belgium, where the ACAC was. 600 miles an hour, why, you'd go right by them. You could match it you could match it enough to fly up alongside of it and slow it down and fly in proximity, just like you were flying in a tight flight, and put your wing under its wing and lift your wing, and its wing would tumble, and it'd go into the ground, you know, it'd tumble the gyros and go into the ground.